Thank you so much, Kechi. I mean, guys, whether we like it or not, friendship is key. No man can live in isolation. And up next, I mentioned something earlier on, yes, and that's why I'm having them in the studio, but I didn't give you the entire detail of it. So I'm super excited because I have amazing guests. Yes, queens. It's not all the time you have beauty queens around you. Guys, welcome to the studio.
Thank you very much.
So with me, I have Christabel Eze, Miss Agriculture 2020-2021. I love your crown. I've never seen anything like it.
Thank you very much.
Amazing. And I also have the first runner-up, Angela Oga, who is the Queen of Food Security Nigeria.
Thank you.
Wow. Welcome. I am in the presence of royalty. Now, I would say welcome to the studio, but I have to ask you this. How does it feel to be queens? You know, this is royalty. It's not every time. Some people are born royals, but some people now can become queens. So how does it make you feel?
Well, honestly, I feel very excited and I feel privileged and honored because, like you rightly said, people are born queens and queens are made. And my own queenship came as a result of the pageantry with a difference, as you can rightly see from my crown. So I feel really, really happy and excited about it.
And you?
Yeah, it's amazing. Fabulous, actually. It's an honor to be crowned Queen of Food Security. I'm deeply grateful for that. You know, it's been amazing.
Now, agriculture is, you know, something that one needs to really promote, because when we look at Nigeria or even most nations, you realize that agriculture is a key component when it comes to their economy and the economic development. And I know that this is part of why this pageant exists, to ensure, you know, so many things in terms of even people being aware, because some people don't understand yet how important agriculture is. So first of all, what should we expect from you?
Okay, Miss Agriculture Nigeria is a very unique pageant, unlike every other beauty pageant we have in our society. The main aim and focus is to encourage massive youth and women participation in agriculture. We all know that one of the major problems we face in Nigeria especially is food scarcity, and that is because less people are involved in agriculture. So if people are more involved, especially young women, the youths especially, and there's something most youths don't even realize, there's a lot of money in agriculture. The money you can make in 3 months in agriculture, you probably not even be paid that as a salary for most of our youths that are looking for white-collar jobs. So there's so much money in agriculture. There's abundant food supply, increasing our nation's revenue and foreign exchange.
True. Now, when it comes to agriculture also, we notice that like Nigeria, we are mostly dependent on foreign foods. Yes, we have our local foods, but there's still a large amount of, you know, importation of foreign meals and all that. And amidst that, of course, we want to increase our output when it comes to agriculture. But where do you guys come in? I mean, what are you guys doing to ensure that not just awareness, but there's an increase in this kind of local crops?
Okay, the problem we are facing in Nigeria is, you know, we're not having abundance of food in supply. And this is because people are not really interested to go into agriculture. And the people who are actually interested to go into agriculture, they don't really have, you know, easy access to these facilities. Now, how do we come in is to have these farmers get the access to these credit facilities. We all know that the government have put in place, you know, most of these, you know, facilities, credit facilities to enable our farmers go back to their farm. So how we come in is to have our farmers get access to their loans to make sure that they don't just use this loan for other businesses outside agriculture, but to use these credit facilities, these loans to farm their produce. Now, this is how we come in.
Wow, I love that.
And in addition to that, currently, we have, like you rightly said, it's not just creating awareness and advocacy. We are actually going to go into the field. Currently, we have a program coming up next month, and we need to empower youth participation in agriculture. So we are starting with poultry farming. So we are targeting about at least 500 youths in poultry farming, and we are starting with Cross River State because Cross River State is the host for Miss Agriculture Nigeria before we escalate to other states. So we are partnering with NISA Microfinance Bank and other ministries to be able to empower these young people in agriculture, poultry farming, and also to create, we're going to be training them, and there will be oath allegiance and graduation, and then the empowerment for them to go into agriculture, poultry farming.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. In fact, it deserves a round of applause. But I'm going to ask you, even though you already mentioned some of the things you're doing, you know, I know that there are other people who have held this position, this same crown. What would you say makes you different from them? Especially during, this is going to be a whole tenure. Yeah, yes. Like a presidency of some sort. Even if I do say so myself. So
okay, honestly, this is the maiden edition.
Oh, okay.
Yes, this is the maiden edition. So we are the first queens for Miss Agriculture Nigeria, and we are going to leave a legacy that other queens that are coming after us are going to emulate and keep up the good work. It's not just a pageant, it's a project that seeks to empower youth participation in agriculture. So our main aim and focus is to create that awareness and the practical aspect of it. So we're definitely going to see how we can empower youth in Nigeria to go into agriculture and encourage them and make it a way of living for them, because we are farmers ourselves. We own a poultry and a rice farm, so we are going to live as role models. When they see that we are making money from our farms, definitely they will see that, oh, there's a lot of money in agriculture, so they will definitely want to be involved.
And also a lot of youth will be, you know, empowered. They're going to have their source of livelihood, you know, there for them in agriculture. This actually makes us outstanding in the pageant world, you know. Yes. We have a lot of beneficiaries who are going to benefit from the Miss Agriculture, you know.
Ladies, I'm impressed. Now, I was going to ask you, and I'm still going to ask you, now that I realize that you are farmers, can you imagine? Farming royalty. So I'm going to ask you, did you just feel that because you were in agriculture, that's why you went for this pageant? No. Or you had done other pageants, or it was just like a collaboration that happened and you were happy about?
Not really. Before the whole Miss Agriculture pageant came up, I actually had, you know, an interest in agriculture because I know there's a lot to benefit from agriculture. And boom, the pageants came up, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go for this one because I know it's going to, you know, be very, very productive, because and I'm going to, you know, like have a lot to gain from it, and I know I have impact to create in the lives of people, which was why I went for the pageant. And thank God I met the first runner-up.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
And I'm going to ask, because I have like, in fact, maybe like 1,000,001 questions to ask you guys. But just in case of timing, I'm going to ask you this. Because a lot of people will be looking at you, not just in terms of agriculture. There are young ladies out there that would say, oh my God, I want to be a queen. Because I think usually a lot of young girls are born with this princess thing. At least I was, and I met a lot of people. So don't look at me like that, guys. Women have that tendency. So I know there are a lot of young people probably looking at you and thinking, okay, maybe I want to become a queen, or, you know, they're already at that level, or they are quite little. What would you say to them? What advice would you give them?
Okay, first of all, they need to believe in themselves. Self-esteem and confidence is very important. You might want to appear to be a queen or say, oh, I want to become a queen, but when you don't believe in yourself and your potential, let your physical attributes not limit you. For example, myself, we had a lot of very tall, pretty ladies that contested in this pageant from various states in Nigeria. If I had said, oh, I'm not so tall, I'm not so sleek, I'm not so beautiful, I would have been discouraged. But because I believed in myself and I said to myself, Christabel, you are a queen, no other person is above you. So first of all, you have to believe in yourself, you have to have that confidence, you need to work hard, because you can't just sit at home and wait for the crown to come on your head. You need to work for it, you need to plan for it, and most importantly, pray about it. Prayer is really, really important. And I am a living testimony. I have been in pageantries for over 8 years.
Wow.
I've contested in various pageants in different states in Nigeria, Miss Imo State, Cross River State, Lagos State, and I've never emerged a winner. But I didn't give up. I kept praying, I kept trying and trying, and finally I won this pageant, and this is the biggest pageant that I've ever been on in my life. So if you are confident, you are consistent, and you pray to God, definitely it's going to happen.
Now, she said hers, but I'm going to ask you because August 2nd, World Friendship Day. Did you make friends? How was it like? Because when people see pageants, they're like, okay, what happens there?
It's
Like
very
behind the scene.
exciting. You know, I got to meet a lot of beautiful girls. You know, we actually related. There's this bond. It was really, really beautiful. Before I got into pageants, I used to hear stories of, okay, the girls are, you know, snobbish. They won't want to talk to you and all. But when I went into Miss Agriculture pageant, it was quite different. We were like family. You know, there was this bond between the girls. It didn't feel as though it was a competitive one, but it's really, 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 really great. You know, they weren't snobbish. They were all friendly. We were all cool to each other. We saw each other as sisters. You know, that's very amazing.
Wow, I would say congratulations to you
Thank you
ladies.
so much.
Because, I mean, this is not just a pageant, because I believe that agriculture is something that people should really go
Key
into.
into,
And do you,
yes.
I have to ask you before I round up, do you think many more people will get into agriculture because of this awareness?
Yeah.
Absolutely. In fact, we already have people that are willing to go into agriculture because we've carried out advocacy seminars and symposiums. So we have quite a number of youths, more than we even expected, that are willing to go into agriculture. And we're looking forward to having more. In fact, as long as you eat food, you should be a farmer. Because, yes, you should be a farmer. You should own your own farm. You can make money, food supply.
Thank you so much.
Also, we were able to talk to some students in secondary schools, and they're quite interested to, you know, pick up agriculture as a course of study in university.
Wow.
So it's actually, yeah, we have.
That's amazing. Like, start them young. This is the way to go. So I would say thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you
guys,
so much.
you heard the queens. If you can eat, you can farm.
Exactly.
So we're going to take a break. And after the break, we have another fantastic guest. So don't go anywhere.